applause to Dice. நல்ல ஒரு கைதட்டல் கொடுப்போம்.
Loving you so much. I said, loving you so much. Wishing you a fabulous 2020. I don't know how your past 1 year has been. உங்க வாழ்க்கை இதுவரைக்கும் எப்படி இருந்திருக்குன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. Whether the past years have been something that has been very successful for you. You've been extremely successful. You're feeling very blissful. You're feeling very happy. You feel everything is working for you in life. Everything is working. Samya irukku life. Or probably things have not been so great so far. Probably either you or some of your loved ones are going through certain difficulties in life. You don't know where your tomorrow is going to come from. எனக்கு தெரியல உங்க வாழ்க்கை எப்படி இருக்குன்னு. But I always believe a new year is a time to have a new beginning. Let us draw a line to our past. Yesterday is over with yesterday, and today is the first day to the rest of your life. Can we ensure that we live 2020 with enthusiasm, with a lot of happiness, with a lot of love, and with a commitment that we will make our life count? I started today's talk saying loving you so much. It's ரொம்ப easy, மேடலஸ், நின்னுட்டு this community love you சொல்றது ரொம்ப easy. ஆனா true love is when you go back home. வீட்டுக்கு போகும்போது அம்மா அப்பா இருக்காங்க, தாத்தா பாட்டி இருக்காங்க. There are a lot of people back home who need our love. ஆனா நம்ம எப்படி பண்ணோம்னா வீட்ல என்டர் பண்ணும்போது Facebook பார்த்துட்டு என்டர் பண்றோம். We don't have time to look face to face with the people whom we love and tell them I love you. Social service பண்ணோம். Whenever we say we want to do something good, let's do social service, we'll go to orphanage, we'll do somewhere outside. Charity starts at home. Even in our home, there are so many people who are deprived of love. Today, the biggest challenge is not poverty. It's not poverty. Today, the biggest challenge is people are starved for love. We are surrounded with people. Enga sutti paathalum, we find human beings around. But still we are having the feeling, will someone love me? Will someone understand me? What I'm going through? Will someone understand what I'm going through? That is the biggest deprivation. It's not deprivation for food. It is not deprivation for shelter. The biggest deprivation today in the world is deprivation of love. Enna yaradhu nesichu, will someone love me the way I want to be loved? But truth about life is, love is not complete by you receiving love. Love is love only when you give love. It's not about how many people love you. உங்களை எத்தனை பேர் love பண்றாங்க அது முக்கியம் இல்ல. How many people are you able to love? That is what is most important. And that is what is very very important. இன்னொரு டாபிக்கே அதானே. செய்யும் தொழில் தெய்வம். என்னோட வேலை என்னோட பிரார்த்தனை. That is what the topic is. And how will you ensure that what you do, நம்ம பண்ற தொழில் அது எப்படி தெய்வம் ஆகும்? It's not possible unless until you understand the qualities of divinity. If you take all the scriptures, you take any religion in the world, whether it's Christianity, whether it's Islam, whether it's Hinduism, whether it's Buddhism, you take any religion in the world. If you extract the entire essence of all these religions, you will come to know there are only 4 things in all of them. Prem, Sat, Chit, Anand. Prem, the all-composing love. Sat, truth. The truth of life is impermanence. We begin, we will end. The truth of life is impermanence. He began, he will never end. That is another truth. But truth of our life is impermanence. Prem, love, Sat, truth. Chit, consciousness, awareness. Are we living a life out of consciousness, out of awareness? And Anand, limitless bliss, happiness. நம்ம பண்ற தொழில் தெய்வம் ஆனோம்னா we need to follow prem, love, sat, truth, chit, consciousness, awareness, and Anand, limitless bliss, happiness. You know, human being needs certain qualities. What are your qualities that come out of you? If I squeeze a lime, what will come out of lime? என்ன வரும்? lime squeeze பண்ணா என்ன வரும் அதுல இருந்து? Lime juice. If I squeeze a watermelon and make a juice out of it, what will I get? Will I get lime juice or watermelon juice? You'll get watermelon juice. When life squeezes you, when you are put in situations that are beyond your control, when you are challenged, what comes out of you is what is very, very important. What is your perfume? Perfume is something that is added from outside. I'm asking you, what is your fragrance? Fragrance emanates from a rose. What are those qualities that will come out when you're challenged in life? Because most of us, number one, we can be very happy when everything is going right. வாழ்க்கையில எல்லாம் நல்லா இருந்தா we can be very happy. No problem in that. When business is going very strong, we can be very enthusiastic about business. Business super irukku, you can be very enthusiastic about it. When your relationship with your wife, parents, children is going, you have no problem. You will have a beautiful marriage life. But when challenges come, the design of life is challenge. When challenges come, when life squeezes you, what is that emanates out of you? Are you going to get frustrated? Are you going to get angry? Are you going to get dejected? What is your essence? What is your fragrance that comes out of you? Because everything is nothing but a perfume. You may decide that I want to be happy, but when challenged, that is what goes. When someone crosses, you're driving India, you're driving your car and going, வண்டி நீங்க ஓட்டிட்டு போறீங்க, எவனாவது குறுக்குல வந்துட்டு போனார்னா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? உடனே ரெண்டு கெட்டு வார்த்தை. You lose yourself at the moment. You don't know, you don't have control over your emotions, you don't have control over what you want to do. Prem. How do we bring prem, love, as one of the essence into our life? Because without prem, without love, it is not possible for you to have that attitude towards life, attitudes towards everything that is living. Because we live in a world, but we live in a world where the environment needs us, where the animals, plants, fellow human being needs us. We live in a world where others need us. Are we going to be a burden? Are we going to be a creeper that is trying to hold on to something else? Or are you going to be a tree that stands on your own strength of your root? What are you going to be? Are you going to be a giver? Or are you going to be a receiver? இந்த கை எப்போ இப்படிதான் இருக்கணும். இது கொடுக்கிற கை. இது இந்த மாதிரி இருக்க கூடாது. இந்த கொடுக்கிற கையில it's not always about money. It's not always about materialistic things. It is about how many people can you love? One of the reasons, you may ask, இதெல்லாம் நல்லா இருக்கு விஜய், ஆனா இது எப்படி பிராக்டிஸ் பண்றது? நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில how do we make love that is unconditional? When he was crucified, even to those people who crucified him, his only prayer at that point was, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. Even in that moment where all of us will be thinking about the pain that we are going through, the agony that we are going through, and only thing that he could think, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. That kind of love. How do you make that unconditional love? First, can we get into any relationship looking at what we can give and not what we can get? எது பார்த்தாலும் you're always expecting people to do things for you. Will he do this for me? Will she do this for me? Will my employees work hard enough to give me profit? Can I extract the best out of my suppliers? Can I ensure When a customer walks in, can I take maximum money from his wallet? All the time you're looking is what you can get from others. Can you get into any relationship looking at what you can give? What can I give into this relationship? Even in a husband and wife relationship, I'm asking you, can you get into it looking at not what my husband can do for me, not what my mother-in-law can do for me, not what my children can do for me, but what can I do to make this marriage, make this family, make this entire world of mine beautiful? What can I do for that? How can I get into this relationship? As business owners, as entrepreneurs, or as people who work in organization, what is our thought process when we get into that step into our office? What are we looking at? Are you looking at how much of salary I'm going to get out of this? How can I improve my salary? How can I improve my performance? What is it that I'm going to get out of the organization? As the head of the organization, as a managing director, as the owner of the organization, are you always looking at how do I maximize my profits? You need to do all this. But there's a fine difference. If all the time you can only think is what I can get out of this, how can I squeeze the most out of employees? How can I squeeze the most out of my suppliers? How can I squeeze the most out of my vendors and my customers? Japing, definitely you'll win. But there will not be happiness in it. There will not be peace in it. If you reverse the whole thing, how can I ensure when I get into my office, how can I ensure that anybody who joins my organization, this will be the best tenure till he is. I will ensure, I will show him a growth. I will ensure that he will see the maximum development, not only in terms of monetary, but also in terms of his intellectual development. How can I add value to my employees? How can I ensure I get the best out of them? If it is a customer, are we going to all the time look at the customers? அவன் எவ்வளவு கொடுக்குறான், அது தகுந்த மாதிரி தான் வேல்யூ கொடுக்க போறேன்? Or are you going to do, can you surpass expectations of your customers? Can you go that extra mile? When he said, if they ask you to walk a mile, walk two. He was not speaking any religious philosophy. He was speaking business philosophy. Do not equate what you give to your customers, what you give to your employees, what you give to your supplier, to what you're receiving from them. Go that extra mile. There should be unconditional love even in that. And that is when your work can become prayer. அப்போதான் நம்ம பண்ற தொழில் வந்து தெய்வமாகும். It doesn't happen just by you thinking I'm doing something good. Intent. Man judges the action of the person. God judges the intention of the person. ரெண்டு பேர் கத்தி வச்சிருக்காங்க. ஒருத்தன் வந்து கத்தி எடுத்துட்டு அப்படியே கும்முன்னு he's putting into another man because he wants to rob him of his wealth. அடுத்தவன் வந்து கத்தி வச்சிருக்கான். But he is doing an operation with the same knife to save the life of the person. It is not the knife. Both the knife is getting into the body. But one knife is there to create harm. Other knife is going in to heal the person. It is never the action. It is the intention behind the action that really counts. And I want you to introspect. Think. What are your thought processes? நீங்க எப்படி நினைக்கிறீங்க? How are you thinking? Are you thinking that you want to add value to other people? Or are you thinking is, how can I extract more value? How can I make things better for me? Prem, love. Second thing about love, the language of love is touch. We have forgotten this whole thing of touching people. We are all the time come into a world where ellathukku hello, hi. We don't hug people. வீடுக்கு போனா there are elders in our family. அம்மா அப்பா இருக்காங்க, தாத்தா பாட்டி இருக்காங்க. We don't anymore go sit next to them. We don't go and hug them. We are never too old to lie in the lap of a mother. We can never get too low. You may be 60, you may be 65. If your mother, your dad is still there, you can never get too old to lie in the lap of your mother. You cannot. You're never too old or too big to enjoy small pleasures of life by giving them the little pleasure, pressing the leg. That leg of your father, your mother stood their entire life. Even today when you go back home, if Amma is awake, only thing she'll be waiting for you. Amma wait பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. நீங்க வந்து mainland China போயிட்டு dinner சாப்பிட்டு வருவீங்க 11 o'clock. Busy doing WhatsApp. உள்ள போனோம்னா அம்மா will still be waiting for you. கண்ணா எப்படி இருக்க, சாப்பிட்டியா? Even at that time, that old lady who's got arthritis, who still is on medicines, she still wants to know, have you eaten? Kanna ni saaptirkiya? Have you eaten your food? She's still concerned about you. You are already a 60-year-old man, 60-year-old lady. But if your mother is there, she still is waiting for you. Those legs that stood for you, your father, though he did not probably have all those pleasures and all those comforts what he had, but every father in this world has ensured that his children have a better life than what he had for himself. அவர் வந்து ஒரு சைக்கிள்ல போயிருந்தானா he will get you a bike. If he went in a bike, he will want to get you a car. If he studied in a corporation school, he will want you to study in a convent school. He will send you the best of universities. He doesn't know how to express. அப்பனால வந்து can't express. அங்கெல்லாம் போயிட்டு he will not do all that. அப்பனால அது வந்து ஒரு very complicated relationship. அப்பா children, especially அப்பா பையன் relationship, அப்பா பொண்ணு relationship ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும். அப்பா பையன் relationship ரொம்ப complicated. ஏன்னா அப்பா வந்து full of ego. He is full of ego. He is a hardened ego, 50 years, 60 years, hardened ego. He cannot express himself. But we need to learn how to express. Can we go in that time, 5-10 minutes, while we sit with them in the night? Can we press their leg? Anyway, you're watching TV. Anyway, you're watching TV. In the 10-15 minutes, can you press their leg? Can you ask them how they are? They don't need anything else. All they want to know is there someone who cares about me? That is how. Language of love is touch. You cannot make a person feel love without touching them. You cannot. When you go to see someone in the hospital when they're not well, you go meet. They're lying down in their bed, you're sitting in the visitor's chair. It will not create that emotions. நீங்க பக்கத்துல போயிட்டு பெட்ல in their bed you sit, hold their hands, see the tears roll down the eyes. See the difference. You cannot make people feel love without touching them. Chance illa. We have adolescent children, teenage children வந்து நம்ம ஃபேமிலில இருக்காங்க. As soon as the girl reaches puberty, அப்பா stops touching her. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி கண்ணா செல்லம் எடுத்துட்டு சுத்திட்டு you play with her. But once she reach puberty, you stop touching your daughters. You don't want to do that. You feel it is not right. But unless until we don't touch our daughters, we don't touch our sons and hug them and make them feel love, they will not know the difference between good touch and bad touch. They need to know what it means, what is the meaning of good touch. You know, outside in the world, when somebody, probably a friend of theirs, or probably a driver, or probably a teacher touches them, they don't know, they don't have any reference point for them to understand whether this is a good touch or bad touch. Love. How can you make people love? And third about love is, I go to restaurants, I find a family of 4 people come and sitting there. 4 பேர் வந்து சாப்பிடுறாங்க. அம்மா அப்பா 2 பசங்க. 4 பேரும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா மொபைல் போன்ல. They no more have time to look at each other and discuss. They're so busy. In fact, if you want to speak to your own loved one, it's easier to call on the mobile rather than speak face to face, because that's an easier way to communicate, or do on WhatsApp or a text message. It's easier. In family, you cannot make people feel love without investing time. In family, love is not spelled L-O-V-E. In family, love is spelled T-I-M-E. Are you willing to invest the time to build your relationship with your adolescent children, with your children, with your parents, with your loved ones? Because we don't have time. Busy, busy, busy. I agree. வேலை பண்ணோம். But end of the day, எதுக்கு வேலை பண்றோம்? எதுக்கு வேலை பண்றோம்? ஏன் வேலை பண்றோம்னா so that we can earn money. ஏன் காசு சம்பாதிக்கிறோம்? So that we can be happy. If you're not able to be happy with a loved one, if you can't make them feel love, வேலை பண்ணி ஒரு பிரயோஜனம் இல்ல. பேங்க் பேலன்ஸ் வச்சுட்டு இன்னொரு 2 பங்களா வாங்கிட்டு இன்னொரு 4 கார் வாங்கிட்டு என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? It's important. You need to do that. But you also need to have a balance. Love. Let this love be unconditional. Get into any relationship looking at what you can give first. Second, language of love is touch. Can you touch people? Can you hug them? Can you feel them? Can you probably give them a little bit of, and time. All this is important. Seyyu toluldan devam. Yes, we do work, but this work should have a meaning. The work should have a meaning of ensuring. How do you ensure the values? Some of the values. Let me just skip. and just come to the values. My work is my prayer. நான் பண்ற வேலை தான் அது என்னோட பிரார்த்தனை. என்னோட வேலை என்னோட பிரார்த்தனை. My work is my prayer. And how do you make this my work my prayer? An attitude that we all need to bring to work. I can and I will. நம்ம வந்து வேலையில போகும்போது if you are working for any organization, நம்ம சேர்ந்த உடனே நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு KRA or appointment letter வருது, it comes to the KRA, key result area. They tell you what all you need to do. இதெல்லாம் பண்ணீங்கன்னா நீங்க ஜெயிக்கலாம். Whatever comes from outside in, ஏன்னா அவங்க சொல்றாங்க நான் பண்றோம். அப்படிதானே HR appraisal அப்படிதானே ஆகுது. அவங்க சொல்றதெல்லாம் பண்ணோம். If you are always going to be doing according to what you need to do outside in, there will always be stress in life. I can and I will. என்னால முடியும் நான் பண்ணுவேன். I can comes from the attitude of can I. Reverse it. Can I. Continuous and never ending improvement. Can I ensure no matter what work I've been given, can I continuously and with every day ask this question, how can I make this today of mine better than my yesterday? How can I add better value to the work that I've been given? How can I ensure there is enthusiasm, there is energy into whatever I do? Can I? Continuous and never ending improvement. And I will. Thy will. I will comes from a very, very strong position of power. When you must do it, anything is a must, it's outside in. வெளியேந்து யாராவது சொன்னா இது பண்ணுடா, இது பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொன்னாங்கன்னா, there's always a pressure, there's always a tension. But உள்ளேந்து வெளியே போனா, I will. I want to do it. Then there's always a pleasure in life, then there's always an enthusiasm in life, then there's always a energy in life. I can and I will. How will you do it? My work is my prayer. I can, I will. With intensity and enthusiasm. எந்த வேலை பண்ணாலும் there has to be intensity and enthusiasm. In fact, you cannot. I'm standing in front of you. You will find the type of body language I have, type of enthusiasm I have. There's a lot of intensity I'm having. That's because the Greeks believe, it's a Greek philosophy, that if you're intense and if you're enthusiastic, you're in touch with God. You don't need to separately pray. If whatever you do, pandra valalala, if you're able to bring that intensity and energy and the enthusiasm நீங்க எடுத்து வந்துட்டீங்கன்னா tiredness இருக்காது. Go and look at any of those people whom you admire in life for what they've achieved in life. They will not be tired. காலையில எப்படி பாக்குறீங்க அதே 10 மணி ராத்திரி போயிட்டு பாத்தீங்கன்னா அதே எனர்ஜி அதே enthusiasm ஓட இருப்பாங்க. எப்படி பண்றாங்க? Because for them their work is not pain. நான் நிறைய பேர் பார்த்திருக்கேன். அவங்க வந்து ஒரு 6 மணி 5 மணி ஆனாலே பேக் பெயின், என்னால முடியலப்பா, தலைவலி வந்துருது, ரொம்ப டென்ஷனா இருக்கு. If work is going to feel stressed, if work is going to give you tension, if you're going to all the time be feeling so stressed about work, then how is it going to make a difference? Where is the intensity and enthusiasm? If you want to actually have the best quality of life, you need to have intensity and enthusiasm in anything that you do. My work is my prayer. I can, I will. With intensity and enthusiasm, providing service, loyalty to the customer. All the loyalty, if you want to ensure that your work is your prayer, you want to செய்ற தொழிலே தெய்வம் அந்த மாதிரி எடுத்து வரணும்னா, then you have to have the service loyalty to the customer. Never equate anything. How much are you getting from this customer? Always go that extra mile. அவன் வந்து 10,000 ரூபாய் கொடுக்குறான், so நான் 10,000 ரூபாய் வேல்யூ கொடுப்பேன். Go that extra mile. Something that I discussed earlier. Can you go that extra mile? Can you add value to it? And profit loyalty to the customer, to the organization. நீங்க வேலை பண்றதுக்கு நீங்க soon as you go into any job, they give you a chair. கொடுக்குறாங்களா? அந்த chair is either you are a manager out there or you are probably a clerical staff, you are an accounts head. Every chair, if you're given a chair and you're made to sit in the chair, that means you have a responsibility to ensure the financial loyalty has to be to the chair. How can I ensure I bring a better value to this organization? How can I ensure this organization wins? How can I give them maximum profits? In the deal, can I save? யாராவது negotiation வந்தா in the deal, can I save them another 10,000 rupees negotiate பண்ணிட்டு கம்மி பண்ண முடியுமா? He is saying he can supply in 3 months. Can I get a 4 months credit term? Everything, there has to be loyalty to the chair. My work is my prayer. I can, I will. with intensity and enthusiasm, providing service loyalty to the customer and financial loyalty to the brand. If you do this, you will find your work will become your prayer. Let me get back to the talk. We started with Prem, Sat, Chit, Anand. Sat, the truth of life is impermanence. Anything that starts with end. Did this program start? It will end. Did this day start? It will end. Did you have a beginning? There will be an end. Again, the truth of life is, he never began, so he will never end. He is timeless. That is another truth. But anyone who is embodied, if they have begun, they will end. But for this, let's not have a fatalistic thing. That is not the attitude that we need to have in life. The attitude has to be, I am born. I will ensure being born, where I am born, to whom I am born, to which geography I am born, to which parents are born is not my control. And I will die. But the interval between life and death, I need to ensure I put in such energy, such effort, and such enthusiasm for living life that I should not only be useful to myself, but I should be useful to the rest of the world. Can I ensure I bring in that? In this conference, all the people who volunteered to put up such an amazing conference out here, your entire responsibility has to be, this conference has to be benchmark for coming years to come. They should say they should go back to the conference of 2020 Jan, and this should become the benchmark. And that is how you can do Sat, truth. So can we ensure that we make a life count? Third is Chit. I'll skip Chit and come to Anand. Happiness. Why did we get married? So that we can have a life partner. If we have a life partner, we can be happy. Why do we start our work? Why did we start a business? So that we can earn money. We earn money so that we can be happy. Why do we do anything in life? The goal of all goals is happiness. But all the time we think happiness is a destination. I'll be happy in the end. Happiness is not something that is added into you. You bring happiness to what you do. I will happily work. I will be happy in this marriage. Happiness is not something that comes from outside. You bring happiness to everything that you do. Can we ensure that we bring happiness to whatever we do in life? Can happiness be a fragrance of ours? Chit, consciousness, awareness. We learn a lot in life. We go to schools, we go to college, we come to all these functions, we listen to talks. Why? We want to enhance our knowledge. On one end we have knowledge, on the other hand we have life. At the time when event happens, our knowledge betrays us. We know we should not be getting angry, we know we should not be getting upset, we know we should not, but when that incident happened, we immediately get angry or we get upset about it. We have knowledge at one end and we have life at the other end. How do we? It's like a railway track. In the railway track, you will see those central wooden things with rivets. That is what is called as consciousness or awareness. Can you bring an awareness into whatever you're doing in life? Can there be an awareness into how you're living your life? For bringing awareness to your life, all you need to do on a daily basis, can you sit in silence for about 10 minutes, 11 minutes every day in the morning? Can you just sit and observe? I'm not going to say meditation and all these big things. Just sit and observe your thoughts. You will tell me, நான் வந்து கம்னு கடை அவ்வளவுதான். எங்கயாவது சோஃபால இல்ல எங்கயாவது வந்து சைடுல போயிட்டு just sit down. Just observe your thoughts. You will say, ஆமா விஜய் நான் உட்கார்றேன், but I'm getting a lot of thoughts. If you don't get thoughts, then you're already Buddha. We are all Buddhus. We are not Buddha yet. You will get thoughts. Observe your thoughts. What are the type of thoughts that are there in your mind? Because the beauty about awareness is anything that you bring into your awareness, anything that is life negative will get dropped, and anything that is life positive will get enhanced. And that's the truth about awareness. So how do you bring awareness into your life? How do you observe? Because man is a composition of only three things. Only three things is what a man is. How you think, what are your thoughts in your mind, what are your feelings, and what are your actions. There's nothing else to a human being. How do you think? How do you feel? And what are your actions? So unless until you don't consciously work on how you're thinking, are you observing your thoughts? How are you feeling? Can your feelings emerge from divinity and your actions will automatically follow? I think what's going to happen right now is I've been given half an hour. Half an hour is up.
Vijay,
So-
one more minute.
One more minute, okay. வாழ்க்கையில வந்து we need to enjoy பண்ணோம். வாழ்க்கை வந்து has to be enjoyed to the brim. எது ஆனாலும் we will see it. ஏன்னா me alone not possible. He alone will not do. But me plus him is a beautiful combination. Whenever you associate yourself to a goal larger than yourself, தன்னை பத்தி மட்டும் நினைக்காம அடுத்தவன் பத்தி if you think about, that's why it's called as selfless. Think a little less about yourself and more about others. Selfless. Whenever you associate yourself to a goal larger than yourself. For example, one of my goals is, the vision of my company is to create 1,000 successful first generation entrepreneurs by franchising Derby globally, thereby putting India on the fashion map of the world. நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டு மேல வந்திருக்கேன். கஷ்டம்னா எனக்கு என்ன தெரியும்? என்ன மாதிரி இன்னும் ஆயிரக்கணக்கான விஜய் அங்க இருப்பாங்க. Can I also make them entrepreneurs? Can I also make them businessmen? Can I lift them up? In lifting them, I will find success. Whenever you associate a goal larger than yourself, தன்னை பத்தி நினைக்காம, can we look at even how can we add value to others? Then the divine energy pours itself into you, making you an instrument of the divine. This is all that I want to tell you. Loving you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me today. I believe Rotary is a gift to the world because all of you are selfless. All of you are here because you care a lot more about giving back to the world. Your attitude towards life itself is Prem Sachat Anand, but sometimes it is only a perfume. I want this perfume to convert itself into your fragrance. Live your life always in love, in awareness, in happiness. God bless you. Wishing you a fabulous 2020. May all your dreams and aspirations come true this year. May the good Lord put a spiritual fence around each one of you, giving you abundance of good health, prosperity, happiness, love, and may the divine grace always protect all your loved ones. God bless. Thank you.
Friends, let us give a big round of applause to our great speaker, Mr. Vijay.